All right, welcome back to Cruise Control. My name's Eric, and today we build two different models in the Toyota Supra. One with the 2-liter, and one with the 3. Find out which one I would choose right now. Welcome to Cruise Control. My name is Eric, and we're going to start looking at some new cars and used cars to find out what's the best option for you. Let's see what's up next. All right, so I'm not really going to buy one as of yet. When my channel becomes more successful, I'm going to end up with a very nice car on the channel. Maybe it's going to be the Supra. So right now, we're just building things out, seeing which one I would actually choose if I had this kind of money. We're going to look at the different options as far as acceleration, how much they weigh, all that kind of fun stuff, plus how much it really costs. Whether you're paying cash up front, there's that difference, or if you're financing it, how much it actually ends up costing in the long run. Because those are two different things entirely. Let's take a look at the 2-liter right now. So on the 2-liter, this thing actually is a bargain as far as what you get and the performance numbers. They both are really. The 3-liter and the 2-liter, they're both performance bargains for the money. This is out the door pricing, not with tax, but with destination. So with the base model, $44,215 for a 2022 Toyota Supra. That's not that bad. To drive around with the Toyota Supra name for 44 grand, I mean, come on, that's pretty amazing. Now, as far as what you get, the specs don't sound good, but ignore those for a second. So 255 horsepower at 6,500 RPM, 295 foot-pounds of torque at 1,550 RPM. That means that torque is available down low, which is what you want. Here's the nice thing. It only weighs 3,179 pounds. And the gas mileage is amazing, actually. It's 32 miles per gallon in the city, 24 in town, 27 overall. And really, I see people all the time on Fuelie. They get better fuel economy than that as well. Even with the 6-cylinder, they get better fuel economy. Both of these are very efficient. So you're not paying a penalty for performance. And then the 0 to 60 time is actually pretty good for something that only has 255 horsepower. Please find me another car online that you can show me from the factory with only 255 horsepower that does 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. The Honda Civic Type R has over 300 horsepower and it does it in 5 seconds. Some people have gotten 4.9, but most people are 5 seconds flat. But even 4.9, that has more horsepower, and this is done in 4.7. So you're going to beat a Type R off the line. Then in the quarter mile, 13.3. 255 horsepower gets you a quarter mile of 13.3. That's crazy to me. Like, that's a lot faster than I thought it was going to be quite honest with you. Braking performance is really good. 70 to 0 all the way down to 151 feet. The skid pad over a G. I mean, this thing is really good. Now, as far as what you get for the price, let's go ahead and take a look at the 6-cylinder as well. So the 6-cylinder, oh, and by the way, the two different paint colors that I chose 3 paint colors. I did base price on everything. I didn't add any single options. On the 2-liter, I like the Turbulence Gray with the wheels. And then with the 6-cylinder, I like the Absolute Zero, which is a white, because the wheels that are black and chrome, I thought looked good contrast on the Absolute Zero. The horsepower here, and by the way, both of these engines are underrated, is claimed at 382 horsepower at 6,500 RPM and 368 foot-pounds of torque at 1,800. So torque's at a little bit higher, but still has a lot more. Curb weight is up 3,347. Fuel economy does not go down that very much. Still get 30 miles per gallon on the highway, 22 in the city, 25 overall. So everything's down by 2, but have a big, powerful 3-liter inline 6, that's crazy. 0 to 60 drops from 4.7 down to 3.8. So you're talking 9/10 of a second. That is really fast. 3.8, a sub 4-second car, it's very fast. Quarter mile, 12.1. I mean, you're almost in the 11s here. That's crazy. So 1.2 seconds faster in the quarter mile. This thing is just cooking. 70 to 0, 152 feet. So good there. Road holding the skid pad over a G as well. These things are very closely matched as far as what they give you per dollar. Yes, the 6-cylinder is faster. It's supposed to be. Right off the bat, you'll notice that the math difference, if you're paying cash, is $8,350. That is the math difference. However, let's pretend like you're putting $8,000 down on either one. Well, if you put $8,000 down on the 4-cylinder, so the 2-liter, you are going to be paying $603 per month, assuming you qualify for their interest rate. That's the best one that Toyota gives for 72 months. All right, so after the 72 months, what you're going to end up paying, this doesn't include taxes, titling, and stuff like that, just what's on here. That is $51,416, including your $8,000 down payment, and that does include the destination charge. Just does not include tax and title and whatever dealership fees they charge. $51,416 for the 4-cylinder if you're financing it versus the $44,215 if you're paying cash. So big difference if you're paying cash or financing it. Now, if you go to the 6-cylinder, we said it was $52,565, but with 8K down, 72 months, at their best interest rate that Toyota offers, you're going to be at $743 per month, right? So you're $140 more per month. Final tally, though, $61,496. Well, we said earlier that the price difference was $8,350. However, if you account for financing, it's really $10,080 difference. So really, unless you're paying cash, it's a $10,000 difference between the 2-liter and the 3. You have to make up your mind if 4.7 down to 3.8, that 9/10 of a second, is it worth it? The 6-cylinder sounds better. It's faster. When someone talks to you, they're always going to say, hey, which one did you get, the 2-liter or the 6-cylinder? So for that alone, I would probably, if I can afford it, I'm assuming I have the extra money. Because $10,000 is a big deal. Let's say you don't have it. I'd rather get the Supra than not get the Supra. If money's a problem, and I can barely afford to get the 2-liter, but I can say I have a Supra, then I can understand why I would get it. And I do know that there's less weight over that front end, so it may handle a little bit different, may feel a little bit more nimble, and that is a benefit of the 4-cylinder. It does get slightly better fuel economy, but not enough for it to really penalize you. So yes, I know in the long run, you're going to pay more in fuel with the 6-cylinder, and it costs more up front, and it costs more in the long run to finance. Everything is said and done. At the end of the day, though, I want that 6-cylinder. Sounds better. When I talk to somebody about which one I have, I just want to tell them that I have the 6, not the 4-cylinder. And it's faster. And it's, I mean, come on, a sub 4-second car for $52,000, well, $60,000 after you financed it. And that's really good. The closest thing you're going to get in the ballpark is if you spend about another $10,000, you can get the C8 Corvette. But the C8 Corvette that I want doesn't cost $60,000. The C8 Corvette that I want is the flat plane crank V8, and that's going to cost like $85,000. So really, for your money, this thing's amazing. You'd have to look at the American pony cars like a Mustang GT or a Camaro SS to get this kind of acceleration numbers for a cheaper price. But I really like this Supra, and I really like the 4-cylinder as well. The 4-cylinder really surprised me. Tell me down below, which one would you get? Between these two different Supra models, would you get the 2-liter or did you buy the 2-liter? Let me know how it is. Let me know what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Would you buy the 6-cylinder or do you already own the 6-cylinder? Tell me what you like about it and what you don't. Leave your comments down below. Once the new Z is up, where I can build mine on there as well, I'm definitely going to build my Z and compare and contrast as far as which, I know there's 3 different trim levels with, I think I'm going to go mid-tier. I don't know what the price of the mid-tier is, but the features that you get with the mid-tier, the better brakes and the better suspension, all that kind of stuff, the LSD. Weird that the new Z doesn't come with an LSD off the bat. But I would want the mid-tier Z at minimum. But I'm going to compare that, the 3 different models with the Z, and then I'm going to eventually do a compare video between the new Z and the Supra to find out which one you guys would choose. But that's later. My name's Eric. This is Cruise Control. Thank you for watching.